too much. And my mama said I'm special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Show, we live. We got Cleveland Showtime Holmes in the building. He's on the podcast with us tonight. We got some interesting topics. We just did the music review. We're gonna talk about Kyrie, Kodak, rappers, and a little bit of mental health. So these are some good subjects. But tonight I'm gonna let Darius start off with the show because he's ready for these topics. All right.
So we're gonna start off with Kyrie.
Okay.
So y'all all familiar with Kyrie's situation, right?
Yes.
And so far he's not playing.
No.
He's out the league.
Yes.
And he just went live recently on IG, and he standing by what the fuck he believed in, right? So Kyrie basically said, "It is what it is. I'm not." He ain't saying it in these exact words, but he like, "I'm not taking that vaccine, and I'm not playing your games." Right? So I'm looking at it like Kyrie, the last of the Mohicans in the NBA. Eventually, everybody's gonna fall suit in all the other sports because they're gonna mandate it in the city. So it's looking like Kyrie about to be blackballed out of sports, and I think that's crazy. Like something like that hasn't happened maybe since I don't know if y'all familiar with my dude, what's his name? Played for the Bulls. But anyway,
It was the 80s and 90s.
It was in the 90s, right?
Okay.
He was basically like a Muslim and shit. He didn't want to go to the White House. He was speaking out against it, so they just blackballed him off the league.
Oh, dude, they ended up playing for the Lakers.
Muhammad.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I think he played in the Big Three now. He wrong.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't remember his
I
name.
can't think of his name. Off.
I know.
So Kyrie about to be out the league. What y'all think? Like, is this like something he should fold and be like, fuck it, let me just fall suit, or stick by his guns? What are his options? Because he don't really got no options. I don't even know if he can go overseas or anything like that.
Honestly, what I think about Kyrie is he's so punk. No, honestly.
Why do you think that?
He's a
black man.
crybaby, for one.
Okay.
He's a crybaby.
Okay.
Every time he has a problem, he tries to find some outlook to contradict like his point of view, so he doesn't have to play.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? There's many times Kyrie could have played, but he just didn't.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like he's using this as an outlet, COVID as an outlet for him not to play.
That's good.
Because he's injury prone. You gotta understand, his knees are bad.
Okay.
His knees are bad. Everything he's had in the last 10 years has been bad. I think Kyrie just uses all his excuses
That's a good point.
for him not to play.
I
You
gotta
know,
disagree.
but at the same time, I don't agree with the force of COVID.
Yeah.
I don't agree with any of that. But if you want to get the COVID shot, that's fine. You know, that's fine.
Something
You know
like
what I'm
this.
saying?
Why is that?
But the thing is, with Kyrie, he uses every excuse in the book
Not
not to play.
Okay. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? He uses every excuse in the book not to play.
Nah. When you think of Kyrie, that man balls out every time he's on the court. Why would he
does.
Why would he just?
When
not,
he's healthy, though.
Why would he just not want to play?
No. He only balls out when he's healthy.
Let me get my shit off.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He broke your ankle.
Not me. I got
He fucked you up.
He didn't break my ankle, though.
That's because I got game.
You look.
I came down. He wasn't.
Kyrie ain't got shit on.
That nigga talking
Oh, but nobody want to talk about that.
I broke my ankle.
Hey, nobody want to talk about
Back to
that.
Sunday.
Nobody want to talk about Jack.
Let's Showtime get back. We are live. Let him finish.
Okay, so Kyrie, all his bullshit aside, I give you that. I'll let you run with that. He does shit where he don't have to play.
He's a crybaby.
Call it what you would. That man speaks out on shit. And when he feels something, he knows he's in a power position where y'all gonna hear me when I talk. And I actually can make some shit shake. So he actually be using his power to make some shit shake.
Yeah,
And when it comes to this coffee shot, I hope he stand on it. I hope he don't fall like Andrew Wiggins did. I hope he stand on it. I see Bradley Beal, he didn't get it. And Bradley Beal out to play. You know how
It ain't mandated yet in Washington,
Right.
so we'll see.
But see, like when it comes to Kyrie though, like me personally, I'm not vaccinated. And I don't have no intention on getting it because for one, y'all ain't proved that it stopped me.
Yeah.
You know?
You can get vaccinated and still get
Yeah,
COVID.
you still get
Why
it.
the fuck would I want you to experiment on?
Is it-
That's all.
so-
And he like, I'm not doing
So
that
it
shit.
is.
I'm not doing that shit.
And man said,
So
man,
I fuck with him for that.
where do I need to come and speak?
Just you could.
But what I say like this is, I feel like, you know what the crazy thing is? This nigga got a whole bunch of money. This nigga got signed and all this. And then we're sitting here talking about what the fuck this nigga don't want to do. This nigga's $1 million crybaby. So the fuck what? This nigga is.
He's set for life, pretty much.
So
Yeah.
what point is it of us for us to care what the fuck he does? It's not our.
That's not the point.
Just-
What's our opinion? What is our opinion?
Okay,
No,
that's my
in
opinion.
all honesty, no. But I'm gonna say it like this: if you got $1 million, what the fuck is it a point for me to say, "Oh, James, you need to get vaccinated because you're somebody that's supposed to be in it"?
This is the thing about it.
Whose point is it?
What they're trying to do is find any way to make it mandatory. This is the thing.
So you're proving my point.
So, right, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. This is the thing though with Kyrie. Yeah, fix that. This is the thing with Kyrie. I stand behind him because I don't agree with the vaccine shit either. Now, the vaccine shouldn't be mandatory if you want to take it. It should be optional. The reason why is our body and it's going to affect everybody in a different way. So if I'm against it, I still should be able to go to work and make money. If you're not against it, you want to get vaccinated, that should be your choice. It shouldn't be mandatory for everybody to take it. Now, when it comes to him making money and they say, hey, if you don't get this vaccine by this time, you're out of a job, that's not right because you're forcing a vaccine, like you said, that he said that is not 100% curable into somebody's body. What if he take the vaccine and then get COVID a week later and he dies?
That's happening though.
It's happening, exactly.
No,
So
that's
why?
happening.
So what?
That's happening.
I know that's my point.
Everybody's sitting there
I don't-
just
I
asking the
don't-
vaccine, but nobody's sitting there talking about the negatives of it.
Exactly, and Stephen A. Smith been jumping on him because he has this big platform, and they're telling Stephen pretty much to jump on Kyrie to make him look bad. And Stephen A. Smith should say, you know what? I'm not going to jump on this man because personally, if he doesn't want to put that in his body, then I'm not going to pretty much jump on him and blast him on my platform. But he is a puppet, so he's going to do what they tell him to do.
And that's the whole point. He's really getting criticized because he has his
Yeah, come
own
on.
opinion. He has his own opinion of saying, no, I don't want this in my body. I don't want this in my body.
Right. It's his body.
It's nobody's point to say, okay, but everybody else, oh, well, you're going through this, you're going through that. That nigga can say, I don't want this in my body.
But see,
What the fuck? You gotta think. There's so many people then that have kids and then in kindergarten and
exactly.
they don't do kindergarten vaccinations and this, that, and third. So there, you have your own right to say, I don't want this shit. And you're not going to tell me, I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Mhm.
You're not going to tell me, okay, a year and a half ago, this shit popped up, and then y'all niggas came up with this fucking brilliant idea, and I'm supposed to get this shit. I wouldn't put that in my son. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. This shit came out a year and a half ago. No, it's planned.
Okay, so
And that's why it's important for people like Kyrie to take a stand and why we
Yeah,
have
why we
opinions
don't
about it.
yeah.
they're gonna blackball him like they did Kaepernick.
Niggas with money
So
and
the
influence
thing is-
that can afford to be like, fuck it, I won't work then. And I'm not getting it. And I'm gonna be an example for other people. Instead of just falling in line, is showing the way. But now what Kyrie gonna do though from here? That's what I'm saying, because he wants to play basketball. He really wants to play. So like, what the fuck he gonna do? Is he gonna start his own league? What is this nigga options? He gonna be a street ball ass nigga? Like,
I'm pretty sure
he was talking that start our own league shit when
I'm pretty
last
sure
year with the bubble.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he really was. So I'm pretty sure he'll be set.
I have to say
He has money. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about the money.
But no, at the same time, just us people in general. You know what I'm saying? Just he's just speaking
that's
out
what we need to
voice.
speak on.
Yeah,
Fuck the niggas that got
We're
money.
just saying.
Why ain't
in
nobody
general,
talking for us?
In
The
general,
motherfuckers that's right there just
general.
don't want to do it. Ain't nobody talking for us.
They're trying to make this mandatory for everybody.
See, Kyrie is
You know
not only speaking for himself, he's speaking up
And
for
he
everybody.
basically said-
Exactly.
Right. And I said it.
Exactly. And he's willing to. Yeah, I guess he's willing
Can I
to.
say
You know,
this?
but
Please,
at the
can
end
I
of the day,
say
his
this?
career was.
Why is it about the influence of somebody that's popular and famous? That means we need to do it
Because nobody hears.
Nobody
That's
hears
some
all
whole
that
ass shit though.
But it's not some whole ass shit. It's life.
It's like
like
some whole ass shit.
if a nigga just standing outside, we don't hear him.
Exactly.
We don't hear him. But
It's
so
some
you
whole
need
ass shit.
leaders.
Like,
You need leaders that
that's-
motherfuckers hear.
That's some whole ass shit.
How?
Because
Because these niggas can't
what
hear.
you're saying is, I have to listen to Kyrie.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on.
Let him finish
Please,
real quick. Let him
please,
go.
please. The thing is, you gotta think, Stephen A. Smith is criticizing that man about what he's not doing because influence. That's the point that I'm making. His influence.
All right, keyword. I don't
He's
want
a
to cut
puppet.
you off. But
He's
let-
a puppet.
All right,
Fuck
James,
this
let me
bitch.
go. All right, now let's break it
Goddamn
down.
puppet.
Let's take it to the science, and we'll use that word though, influence. So you got to think about human, the mentality of a human being. They can be influenced by what they hear and see. But listen. So think about us being in the day and age we in. So people that have, people that have the ability to reach more people are going to be able to influence more people. So if they can set a certain example and a standard.
You don't think that's a bad dynamic though?
That's not.
That's
That's
not
it's
the
science.
It's reality.
It's science. I'm telling you,
We
this
have
is
to
what
do that.
monkeys.
We have to do that
When
in today's
when
time
when
because
one
of
monkey,
social media
no,
and
but
all
listen,
that.
when one monkey sharpened the stick and started throwing that bitch in the water and was showing, and the other monkey was looking at that nigga like, this nigga hunting. He made a tool. The other monkey started hunting, making tools. That's how influence works.
So what
It's
y'all
not
telling
bad,
me, y'all
it's science.
must do as niggas?
Yes.
No.
Yes, we are. Human beings are. Human beings are. But listen, it's all about what you choose. No, but listen, it's all about what you choose to see and do.
Because I don't give a fuck.
You didn't learn how to be who you are by going through life, though. So you saw how to do it from somebody.
Has no point to say that man can't say, oh, you don't want to take
How you learn how to speak English?
You're not allowed because he's a black man.
Time out. Too many people talking. How did you learn how to speak English? How did you learn how to speak English? How did you learn how to speak English? How did you learn how to talk? How did you learn how to talk? How did you learn how to talk?
So you have an appeal?
No, but I'm saying, how did you learn how to talk? How did you learn how to talk?
Are you man enough to
Yes, I am.
Stand on.
Yes, but answer my question. How did you learn how to talk?
Stand on that.
How did you learn how to speak English?
What the fuck?
You were taught.
How did you learn?
I learned how to talk. I learned how to have an opinion too.
I know.
We got completely off of what we were saying.
No.
Niggas not saying don't take the vaccine because Kyrie not taking it. I already wasn't taking it. It ain't got shit to do with Kyrie. It ain't no monkey see, monkey do. It ain't no monkey see, monkey do. Nigga, I already wasn't trying to get it. But niggas don't hear me like they hear Kyrie because Kyrie has influence. Yeah, he has and why
To speak out.
so niggas hear him. People hear him. They
We don't
don't
have
hear me.
that platform.
Right, I'm
We
preaching
don't
the
have
same
that
message
platform.
though. Look, I'm
To
preaching the
speak
same
out
message.
that you shouldn't get the shot. We don't have that.
I tell you all day.
Nobody's saying it's okay if you don't feel like you don't want to take it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's all my point is.
Man, but you just
Why is nobody saying?
do?
Oh,
Niggas wasn't even worried about Kyrie.
We
just
already
like,
have our
what you
opinion.
point
We already
is,
had our own opinion.
I ain't gonna lie, I just want to see the nigga play basketball.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out how this nigga gonna play basketball.
He's
But
not.
I feel like this.
Exactly. He's
All
not-
I'm saying,
That too, but
No,
both of them.
what I'm
He's
saying
not.
is this.
Point blank,
I
he's
feel
not.
like you're putting somebody else on the pedestal. To
No,
See, everybody is sitting there talking over me and letting me speak.
everybody on
Be quiet and let me speak.
You cut everybody on 10
What I'm
times.
saying is, I feel like this is a smack in the face that you're so famous that you can't be a person. So you're so famous of being a person that you can't have your own opinion.
No, I gotta disagree with you. I like your point,
Man,
but hold on. Let me go. I'm the
Go
host.
ahead.
He
Wait a
let you
minute.
go. Let him
Go
go.
ahead.
Now, this is my thing. I agree and disagree. It's not that. This is the issue with him, saying he's against the vaccine because of who he is and how many people follow him and watch him. Somebody like me that said millions of times not to take it, nobody cares. When he says it, people pay attention. That's why. That's why. If Kyrie Irving was playing at Red Park, well, nobody give two fucks. But since this nigga's in the NBA, it matters. And that's why Stephen A's jumping on him, because he's a fucking puppet. And they can't say, I respect.
So it's his fault that he's good at basketball.
No,
That's not,
that's
you
not
missed
what
the
you're
point I
saying.
just said.
No,
Man, he missed the point the whole time, man. I made it there.
Because what you're saying,
He missed
I really understand because you're really saying
No, he's just on the platform
He's
where
a-
he can speak loud.
his platform
Yeah,
Right.
we don't have that.
because he's good at basketball.
Yes.
Yes, he's a celebrity.
So he's good at basketball.
Yes.
So he needs to agree with everything everybody says.
No, he's not agreeing. Who said that? He's not agreeing at all.
Somebody needs to explain to
He's
me.
black.
Somebody dumb it down.
He's
Somebody
totally
dumb it
black.
down. Dumb it down.
Time out.
Let Darius go.
Time out.
Order in the court. Let Darius talk. Let Darius talk.
We not saying Kyrie is wrong, nor are we putting him on a pedestal. We're saying he the only nigga that's doing that shit that's in that possession, and we pointing it out, and we're saying he has a lot of influence. We not saying we following the nigga. We not saying you should follow the nigga. We just stating the obvious.
Do you remember
That's all.
That's it.
Do you remember?
We not condemning
That's
him.
it.
We not
That's
mad
it.
at
Let
him.
me ask you this.
That's it.
Do you remember?
Listen to what everything is saying.
Uh-huh.
Fuck his platform. He's still a person.
But he has.
He doesn't agree with it.
Okay.
Leave that man as a person.
No,
You can't say fuck his platform. Without his platform, we wouldn't be. He wouldn't be Kyrie without his platform.
That nigga said the earth was flat.
If he was
Y'all
a
niggas
nigga,
stop like that nigga.
no, but listen.
All right then.
If he was a nigga at
He
Red
has
Park,
his own opinion. He has his own mind.
no, we not saying we don't like him. That's what we saying.
No,
he has influence of who he is.
I feel like at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how good I am at this. I can be the best barber in the world, and I can think motherfucking white is black, and nigga, it doesn't matter. I'm still my own person.
But everybody else don't think like
It
that.
don't matter because
doesn't.
no, but listen. It
No,
don't matter.
it
It matters
does not.
because we not Indians no more. We don't live on native lands. We have laws and we gotta vote, nigga. So niggas gotta get influence.
Do you think this podcast would be alive right now if did nobody disagree and agree? It's life. Nobody agrees and disagrees with everything. Let that man have his opinion. That's all it comes
But they're not going to.
They're not.
All right,
That's our point. That's our point.
We are agreeing with you.
Our point is we
Listen,
want the nigga to just have his
okay.
opinion and he can't play basketball.
Can I flip
We
it?
agree with you
Can I flip
completely. That's the whole point.
The fact that he
With
can't
us.
have his opinion,
Let me
You're
go.
hard.
it's stopping him.
That's what I'm saying.
It's stopping him from
I
playing
feel like y'all
basketball.
talking
He made a good point.
but I feel like, what the fuck?
You made a good point though, because what you're pretty much saying is he's still a person like we are, but he has a higher platform. This is the thing. Let's flip it around. If Kyrie told everybody, you know what, get the vaccine, would Stephen A. Smith and everybody be on? No,
No,
because he's against it, what they want us to do. Now, if he said, yeah, we're gonna get I'm getting the vaccine, everybody should get it, they
he's
wouldn't buy it.
blackballed.
You remember Colin Kaepernick? How he
He's
was
being
blackballed?
blackballed right
It's the
now.
same thing.
He's really being blackballed.
It's the same thing. A black man standing up
But at
saying
the
no.
same time, I gotta
It's
say,
the same thing.
Do y'all know
Can
how
I-
much of a
can I-
song y'all sound? Y'all talking about what Stephen A. Smith will say.
Because his platform.
Can I say-
You don't understand
You have your
that.
own fucking mind. What would you do?
Have you
What
watched
do you
my
stand on,
podcast?
nigga?
Have you
What do you stand on?
Have you seen any of my podcasts?
That's why that matter,
You
nigga.
trying to go on.
What are you gonna do?
Wait a minute. Have you seen any of my
Ain't no
podcasts?
celebrity ever pay my bills.
Nah,
Kyrie never pay my bills. Stephen A. Smith never pay
Am
my
I
bills.
a celebrity?
Fuck with none of them.
How many times have I said fuck that vaccine? How many times have
my
I said?
son?
Can I say-
How many times?
Hold on.
How many times have I said do not take this vaccine?
I don't give a fuck.
I said many times.
That's what I'm saying.
But you say that.
I would never look at no nigga on no motherfucking platform and be like, oh, well, that nigga's gonna influence me to do this. And that's some whole ass shit to me.
To us,
Dude, what do you stand on?
You're right.
What do you stand on?
You're right. To
What
us.
do you stand
But to the rest of the world,
What
has
do you
an
stand
influence.
on?
Let her go.
I'm trying to
Let
Let her go.
Ain't no nigga gonna tell me.
maybe not you, but the rest of the world.
That nigga that should have passed the phone gonna tell me.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, that nigga.
Listen,
Focus
the people look up to celebrities and people that's
Fuck
popular.
that nigga.
He has an influence on certain people.
Certain people, not me.
Exactly.
That nigga lame.
Okay, hold on. But to the rest of the world, he does. That's what Darius is trying to tell you. He might not influence you, but it's 30 other billion people he
But I feel
influences.
like that's a lame.
It doesn't
that's
matter.
A lame situation.
You're one of just 30 million people.
He's
That's
still
what
a
you're not
person.
understanding. He
He's
is.
still a person.
But to everybody else,
Because he
he's
shoots
okay.
a basketball. But that's like, listen.
If he wasn't shooting a basketball, we wouldn't be talking about him, would we? Exactly, but that's what you don't get.
What do you?
I just made the point 4 times.
You making my point.
Go ahead,
Let's
okay.
hear her go.
I'm gonna make my point.
Oh my God, the nigga shoot a basketball, so this nigga should influence everybody.
Okay.
Get a vaccine.
What's the
If he doesn't
difference?
get a vaccine, then he's a.
Can I
Because he
please
shoot a
talk?
basketball.
Oh, I shoot a basketball too. Does anybody care? No, but I'm not Kyrie.
No.
Go ahead, shoot that bitch.
And you break her ankle.
You don't shoot it like
You
that.
ain't shit.
Exactly.
You ain't shit either.
Can I please talk?
You don't shoot it like
She
that.
got her ankle broke.
Can I please talk?
Let's hear her go. Let's hear
Can
her
I please talk? Y'all need to stop fighting. Because you're arguing on the same situation. Do you understand that? You are agreeing on the same thing.
You're not gonna yell at me on this motherfucker.
I'm
podcast.
saying there's no point of arguing.
So what are you gonna say?
Kyrie's just on the platform. Can I please say this?
Shut the fuck up and talk then. Talk.
I'm trying to.
Then go ahead.
Yeah, let her talk. Let her go. She got the mic. Let her
Yeah.
go.
Kyrie
got
is
the whole money.
he's just on the platform just to put out that he didn't want the COVID shot, okay? So now he's being blackballed, basically, okay? The nigga can play, okay? And we all know Kyrie can play. He is a beast. He's being blackballed because he's going against everybody in the NBA on saying that how we feel. But we have no way to saying it. Kyrie really is saying what we want to say, but he has no way to say it. And he's saying that. And now he's getting blackballed. And he's getting blackballed by Stephen A. Smith, which is on the platform as itself, okay?
But why he don't want to take it?
Because,
Because of what it's doing.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
It doesn't matter if you get the COVID shot, you're still gonna get sick. What?
Exactly.
You get a book now. You gotta get 3 booster shots. Now you gotta get 3
Y'all
booster
make
shots.
my
No, I'm talking about it.
That's
They
what she's saying,
don't.
though.
You
She
know,
said
they don't know what is going on. And Kyrie is saying that, and he's saying that, and now he's getting blackballed for it. You understand what I'm saying? So he's the only one that can say it because we're not on that platform.
That's what I
It's
said.
That's what I just said.
No.
Man, that's not what I said.
That's not what you said.
That's not what you
That's not what you said at all.
That's not what you said.
Now you don't want to take
You didn't
that
say
shit.
that. You didn't say
That's
that.
exactly what I just said.
Sarah made a good point.
Y'all finna talk about vaccine?
Yeah.
Karen made a good point. So she pretty much said it's
That
the reason
nigga's
why
habitat.
he's staying against it. She made a good point. That's all Kyrie's saying. He's against it. He don't want to take it. And as a man, if he don't want to take it, he don't want to take it. But
Now,
I didn't say that.
Hey, no,
I didn't say that.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm not done talking.
I didn't say
I'm not
that.
done talking. I'm not done talking. This dude has millions.
Right.
Okay? He's getting millions in the fucking NBA.
Yep.
And he wants to sit here and blackball himself over a COVID shot?
what
He
he's
has
saying.
no team. That's
That's
what
what
I'm
We apologize. We apologize.
No.
Time.
I didn't say this the whole time.
The disagreement. But listen.
I been said it wrong.
The point that he was trying to make was he thought that we were influenced by Kyrie. We're not saying everybody got their own
We don't
mind,
have a
That's the point.
but we don't have the voice.
We don't have
We don't
the
have
voice
the
to say
platform.
anything.
So we pointing out that a nigga who
We
do,
all feel the same.
the nigga who do and is
He's
doing that,
the
the same shit as us is getting blackballed. So we just highlighting.
That's all. Yes.
No, that's fucked up. No, like that's fucked up.
Yeah, see, that's the argument.
No, you're saying no.
I was about to say.
You do know we have podcasts on the vaccine, and
I was saying
you know that.
No.
You know that.
That's all what I was saying. Damn, just because nigga
No, man.
should y'all take the vaccine?
No.
I apologize.
No.
Hey, look, the other week I covered Kyrie on actually the podcast I just dropped.
Go ahead,
I covered
talk about
Kyrie. Hey, you can understand everything I'm saying. Ain't nobody arguing. I covered that shit.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's a crosscast. You can search that on any of the podcast apps. It's on YouTube too.
Shameless plug.
Hey, look, let's get somewhere with it.
Go ahead.
Let's get somewhere
Yeah,
with it.
Plug it in.
Go ahead.
Crosscast
Yeah,
podcast.
Nigga, yeah, that's
Apple,
shit.
Spotify.
Crosscast.
What is the vaccine doing to y'all?
Ain't no shit.
I'm saying, people that's taking it though.
I don't know what that is.
It ain't stopping nobody from getting COVID.
And then
That's
it's
what
not
that's
taking
on.
it.
So it ain't doing what it's supposed to do.
It's not.
All right, one at a time. We're live.
Yeah.
So the guy off camera just asked, "What is the COVID vaccine doing for y'all?" Me, I said nothing because I didn't take it. I don't know about everybody else, but I haven't taken it.
Okay.
That's me.
It'll be the rule for the unvaccinated.
I worked in a barbershop this whole time.
Yep.
Never took the COVID shot. Never got COVID. And my daughter and my ex-husband had COVID, and I still didn't get it. I still didn't get it. And I was taking all the tests and everything, and I was making sure I was all right. So I wanted to infatuate, my clients or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But no, I never got it. But people I know that had the COVID shot, they still even got COVID and then died.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Yep.
Or they get the COVID shot and still get sick.
That's a fact.
So it's all, to me, it's all experimental drug. They don't know who how it's gonna affect you. They don't know how to affect these certain people. If you have certain health conditions, it's gonna affect you in a different way. It's gonna affect everybody in a different way.
Exactly.
And then they want to start testing our kids.
My whole thing is,
You know what I'm saying? So
it's
everything, no. You gotta understand. My kids have to get vaccinated for school every year, okay? They have to have certain vaccinations that, some are mandatory, some are not. It's all your choice of which you want to get your kid vaccinated.
Them have been tested though.
Yeah, exactly. Extensively.
Yep.
This has not. They don't know anything about this. And then they want to mandate everybody giving it. They're giving out free stuff for everybody to get this stuff.
Guns for shit, boy.
See, they started.
And they don't even know about
They
it.
starting with the kids.
They don't even know it about it. They don't know about it
Hey,
for
can I say
nothing.
Hey, they told me, hey, they had paid my whole payment, my whole court payment. My court payment was like $2,000. They said I wouldn't have to pay nothing if I get that vaccine.
Oh, we talked about that.
Why is that though?
Hold on. That's good. That's good.
I said I'm about to pay my shit.
You know what? Me there.
$2,000?
Hold on.
I said these two bangs.
Now, the guy on camera said they told him they would pay his court fees, 2 bands if he took the vaccine. Now, this is the thing. Me, Darius, and Taryn, look on our Facebook and YouTube. We did a whole podcast on the incentives that were given out in West Virginia. If you took the vaccine, the governor was giving away, remember, trucks? This nigga giving out vehicles and everything to take the vaccine. So there's something else in the vaccine. There's a reason why they went to that. Give me got one of them tracks.
There's no way.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad I wasn't in West Virginia because at that time I didn't have a damn car.
There's no way.
They might have got my ass that time.
There's no way.
I'm just talking shit. I wouldn't have got that shit. But let's get to the next subject. We talking enough about that.
Kodak.
We're gonna talk a little bit about Kodak Black.
It's about Kodak. No,
Don't brush me off.
no, we have to switch it
Can I
up.
say this? And I'm gonna leave it.
Go ahead, let it go.
Daddy with the
Okay.
COVID shit and all that shit.
Okay.
If we're gonna be scared about life, then let's not do nothing. Let's all just sit in the house.
Okay.
They take
Let's all just sit in the house.
Well, they might get to that point again.
It might,
Wait,
but
Don't drive.
Listen,
If
you
you-
take the
If
vaccine,
you're scared about
that's what's
COVID,
killing
do
you.
not drive.
The
That's
vaccine
safe.
is
Do
the
not have nothing.
vaccine.
There's
Right.
AIDS. There's
Everybody take it.
Everybody's sick.
Then stop smoking.
you made a
Stop
good point.
drinking.
Now,
Stop doing everything.
the
You're scared about everything.
Stop eating sugar.
Yeah, stop. If you're gonna be scared about
the dog
We
camera
gotta be
guy
scared about life.
made a good point.
We gotta be scared about life. We're not be scared about COVID.
Don't move this.
Okay. The off-camera guy made a good point. We're gonna sum this up, go to the next subject. He said, if you're that scared, stay in the house because we have diabetes,
Yeah.
AIDS, COVID, and we are gonna, and we are, no talking about host talking, please, thank you. Listen, everybody, we're not gonna
Don't
overtalk.
say that, nigga. It's 3 hosts on this bitch.
Okay,
What the fuck is that nigga?
we're not gonna overtalk. I didn't overtalk anybody.
I
Let
said
me
high
speak.
blood pressure.
Okay, but listen, I'm trying to make a point. He made a good point.
If you're not healthy, stay in the house. If you're
Yes,
scared.
that's what he said. Now, he said AIDS, diabetes, COVID.
Everything.
But this is the thing, we all can't be in the house and they know it.
No.
So,
This is a part of.
y'all just be safe, okay?
God damn.
Boost your immune system, eat healthy, you don't have to worry about COVID. We're gonna get to the next subject.
Kodak.
All right, we're gonna talk about Kodak Black and I'm gonna let Darius go.
So this is a good segue because the main thing with COVID right now is fear, right? And it's all a mental thing at the end of the day because when you are stressing out and worrying too much, that lowers your immunity and you're more susceptible to all types of shit. So make sure you motherfucking not worrying, not having anxiety about this bullshit. Kodak Black, he seems to be like going through a lot. The nigga always been on some weird shit, in and out of jail. He just
You know what that means? Let me show you.
Y'all
already know what that means.
he just recently like kind of went viral for dancing with his mom, was groping her butt and all on some weird
Where's
shit.
mama?
So then after that, or was it before? I can't remember necessarily when it was, but he was posting suicidal shit too on his IG and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of these rappers really fucked up in the fucking head, and
They're
these
humans like that.
they humans like us, and a lot of that shit we hype up and we end up fucking low key bullying these niggas to get into the point to where they might want to.
We gotta
They
fix
might,
something.
they might do be want to get to that point to where they're suicidal when they're thinking about it, because them niggas is regular people at the end of the day. They just got motherfucking a lot of followers.
Is it stress?
It's stress, but that shit be like bullying and cyberbullying. I mean, they bring a lot of it on themselves because they are stars and they're putting themselves out there for people to comment on their shit, say whatever. And the niggas high out their fucking mind doing dumb shit, dancing with their mama, groping their mama.
You threw that in there real quick. Hell no.
So
Like you figure like that, something a job like that gonna take a toll on you mentally. Cause like you pretty much your whole job is to seek everybody's validation.
Yeah.
If people not buying your music, you don't have a job.
True.
Your whole job is to get everybody's approval, get as many
Look
people's
at Nas.
approval as you can.
Like, what is his name?
You know what though?
Lil Nas.
That's a good point though.
Like Lil Nas.
Because to make it easy though, instead of just trying to be perfect and give everybody's approval, I think that's why a lot of these niggas just be shitty as possible human beings and just don't give a fuck. That way ain't no high
It's
expectations.
attention. I just heard Lil Nas is really just bi. He's not really gay.
That's good.
Show.
No.
First and foremost, show the clip.
But he did it.
For people that never seen it, show the clip.
You know,
Show the clip.
not be fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not be fine.
can I talk?
Whether you gay or not.
Can I talk?
No. Show it first. Show it first.
Goddamn.
He's right.
Can I talk?
For people that never seen it, show it
Wait,
first.
we'll show it. Let her go though.
Can I talk?
Let her go. Let her go. We're gonna show it.
No, show the clip and let them
So
Yeah, we will. But let her go. She's not even talking about that right now.
I'm not talking about Kodak.
She's
I'm
making
not
a
talking
point.
about that. I'm just making a point of how
What these
people
rappers
do
doing.
that.
Yeah. You're making a good point about
No.
what these rappers doing for
No,
clout
can
and
I make
attention.
a point, please? Rappers put themselves on to get them on a certain level. Lil Nas wouldn't sit there and put himself out as just strictly gay, okay? And he puts all this flamboyant mess on there and everything, but then he wants to come out as bi, okay? I understand what he was doing. He was promoting himself, literally promoting himself. It don't matter. Yeah, guy. Yeah, you know what guy goes with. He's gay. You know what I'm saying? But still, but he's gay. But at the same time, now he wants to be bi.
He's gay. There's no bi.
There's
no bi.
That's not my point, though. He put himself out there in dresses, out there in all types of stuff to put his stuff on the map.
Because he has no
Do you
talent.
understand what I'm saying? He just tried to promote himself. He had to do that to get money.
But
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
he could have got a job.
no, I feel like
He could have.
You don't see me in the dress Anybody see me in the dress on the podcast?
He could have, but he didn't.
Anybody
He
see me in
chose
the
the
dress?
other route.
So that means
He sold himself.
He's gay.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people sell
All
themselves.
right, we
Listen.
I didn't bring it because now, as you can see, we are in the studio atmosphere.
We gotta put this video up. Let's put this video up.
Oh man.
Oh my
Okay, so
gosh.
here we go.
Let's see what Kodak's doing.
and I don't even think it was
Let's see what Kodak's doing.
Shit, you don't think it was
that.
that
I
bad?
don't think it was
Oh, let's see what Kodak's
I
doing.
ain't
It ain't start off bad.
It didn't
That's what I'm
start.
saying.
It don't look
It
bad.
ain't bad.
It don't look bad right now.
What are you doing?
Let's
He
see.
ain't get it shit.
Let's see what he's doing. It's not that bad. He's just dancing with him out right now. So far, so
It's a
good.
good
Let's,
video so far.
yeah, so far.
They grooving.
The one I seen wasn't as long.
It's wholesome.
Look, yeah,
Yeah, they getting it. Two
yeah,
steppers. Black and mild.
Black
Yeah, black.
So let's
Mama
see.
getting it. I don't know what they doing, but they doing it.
They're just dancing. Yeah, they
Hey.
I hand this
Yeah,
mama.
yeah,
I can touch the button.
We all hate it.
But at the same time, it's just, oh, man.
No, let's see. Let's see what else he's doing.
What do you
I would right there. That's where it start getting sketchy.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Pick the play. Pick the
Oh,
play.
man. Oh, man, cut it off.
Wait a minute. Did they take it off of YouTube?
No, I didn't take off.
Let's see
They
what
might
else.
have. They
What
might
else?
have.
Dancing
What else
with
did
mama.
Kodak do?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, he grabbed it.
Yeah, that was hella grab.
He groped it.
We
He
grabbed
grabbed
that
that.
fast forward.
That was hella grab.
That nigga
Fast
handcuffed
forward.
it. Damn.
Fast forward.
Come on, Kodak. I know you didn't really do that.
I don't know. I hope he did it, man.
Who is academic?
I hope he did it.
That shit got me. Thumbnail, they ain't even playing shit.
Well,
Where
we know we
is
can't
that?
find the video. If we can't find it, y'all seen it. They might have took it off by now.
Look.
There it is, right
Right
there.
here.
Oh, yeah, he
That's
grabbed
a
it.
whole grab.
Yeah, that nigga
Fast
grabbed it.
forward.
Something wrong with that dude. Wait a minute.
Let's
He
see.
grabbed it.
Let's see what he did.
We seen it. We seen it.
I didn't see it.
You would have got that Michael Jackson thing.
I didn't see it.
Look, right here, look, just watch.
He covered
No.
it.
Oh, this after he grabbed
No.
it. That's after he grabbed it. He tried
No.
to
Kiss her and shit.
No, man.
Maybe they got
No.
something going on.
No, that's
Yeah,
too much.
I think he got something fucked up. in
That's
his
too
head
much.
right now.
You
There's
think?
too much
They
going
ain't go
on.
to jail every 6 months.
No, that's too much.
No, man.
No, that's
he
too
heartbroken.
That's
This
too
nigga
much.
is heartbroken.
That's more than hard.
He got mental health.
He got mental
Yeah.
health issues. Yes,
He
he
got
got
mental
heartbroken. So he loving.
There you go.
Oh, no! Oh, no! No, he didn't.
He on the hit
No,
list.
he didn't.
He on the hit list.
No, he
Hit
didn't.
list. Every person out in the mouth.
No, he
Hit
didn't
list.
do that.
Hit list.
No.
You ain't coming off either.
That nigga, then she got to walking away. He grabbed it again on her.
Man,
She was
well,
walking
that
away.
goes in there.
That's my bill.
Well, that goes into our next topic of mental health.
Yeah, that's what I was bringing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That goes right into mental health.
Well,
So,
So,
like, what is
what other
that?
rappers were we talking about?
oh, but I wanted to talk about like Lil Durk and a lot of all these drill rappers and these niggas that's killing each other. And they on live, know what I'm saying? Like, remember I was telling y'all about the sharing the location? These
Exactly.
niggas
Yes.
is literally brain dead or retarded. Know
They're
what I'm saying?
brainwashed. They're brainwashed.
Because they see they niggas catching cases and they're reading their niggas' cases, and the police's statement saying, yes, we saw so-and-so flashing guns on IG on this day. We saw so-and-so bragging about the murder on IG on this day. And to this day, these niggas are still making songs. Nigga, Lil Durk still making motherfucking songs about niggas he's actively killing and involved with. His niggas that just got arrested, right? They getting indicted for the murder of one of FBG Duck, one of the rappers he was beefing with. So the nigga making songs and shit about it, should have done. This is previously, but you basically are setting the blueprint for your fucking case. And I hate to talk about it because I don't want to. I feel like I'm dry snitching, but the nigga he snitched on himself. So it's like, damn, nigga, like you don't see these niggas already actively is watching you and listening for this shit. Like, and I think that's some mental health. These rappers is fucked up, nigga. That shit it's not glorified like it was back in the day when you talking about your past, but you ain't doing it. You just rapping about that. These niggas is actively doing it, still in the streets, millionaires. Don't necessarily gotta be doing that shit and still doing it. These niggas must have PTSD.
They got
something.
PTSD.
You made a good point.
Desensitized
all that shit.
This shit is normal.
But also,
that shit is crazy.
you made a good point touching on the old school rappers that talk about their past. Or if they were in the streets, a lot of them didn't talk about it at all because they didn't want to get caught up.
Right.
But now, like you said, they're pretty much telling on themselves. And it's a reason why. Is it to get clout? Or do you really want to go to prison or jail just to get those stripes? What's the reason? It's a reason behind it. It's not just to put it on there. Everything is a reason for everything.
It's definitely a clout thing, but it's not a well thought out plan.
Right.
It's just like this is what we do. This is normal to us. This is how we rock it. I'll kill you, and then I'm gonna tell everybody I killed you, so that everybody know I'm a killer. I mean this shit. I mean, that's my clout. Now when I rap, y'all know this shit real. And see, that's how you end up in a situation like King Von, where he ready to fight this man. But all that shit that you be talking and people know this what you really be on. Homie, not taking no chances. He pulled a pole and shot it. He think that's what you about to do.
Excuse me. Can I say this? And that's the biggest thing. I feel like that this is being missed. The thing is, okay, they're famous, yes, but they're still people. They grew up. Man, I don't give a fuck.
Here we go with this people.
That's
shit.
what
We know they people.
But listen, before you
They grew up.
before you get mad, niggas, listen.
Before me first.
I said that.
What do you mean? Like I say, like you said, King Von. That nigga really lived in Chicago. That nigga was just because he famous. That don't mean nigga I will feature your ass in the streets.
Yes.
That nobody saying that.
Nobody saying that.
Nobody
saying that.
He mixed his whole vibe. He didn't know who. He didn't understand who he was as a famous person. But he still was the person that he was.
And nobody
denying that.
That's mental health. Nobody denying it.
I'm ready to fuck about win, lose, and draw. They can say this nigga's the most best rapper in the world, but if a nigga put his hands on me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Right. You
And
made
if I don't, and if I lose, they gonna say that nigga tried his best, and I stand on it.
And that's
Because you're still a person. You still going through your life experiences as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody, Cleveland, that's like somebody saying, oh, well, what the fuck? You could be the best podcast person. You ain't gonna let nobody hug you, is you? No. All right then. So it's all the same thing. You still have your life experience.
Also, I agree. He wasn't smart.
He wasn't smart, but he was still a person.
I will.
No, it's like
And
shit
these
that I know that I done done in the
Oh, yeah,
past
of
and shit.
course.
I might have known, I'm never gonna say this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit.
That's the point.
Okay.
But the younger generation, when
Right.
you say,
I'm
So that's the
Yo,
point
you
I was
talk.
trying to make. I did initially, that's why I said they are only human. They just like us, right? So what's the issue? Like, why are they still talking about that shit and want to live it when they do have millions and are famous? But just like an army nigga who done fought in Vietnam, he'll come out and be fucking crazy and still always talking to you about the war. I think these niggas just got PTSD.
It is
severe.
PTSD.
And that's
No,
all it
severe
is, though.
Yeah.
So
These niggas really got mental illness.
So not only,
Like I just said, like
do you know, everybody has PTSD
To some extent,
to
right?
some extent. A lot of people have
It's just the
PTSD.
experiences.
Exactly.
of
That's
life.
what PTSD is.
Exactly. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
what,
It's the
it's what your
experiences of.
experience is. It's what your experience
Like,
is.
you know, I said like this, Taryn, you got PTSD of something that bothered you.
Yeah, of course.
But at the same time, you can never tell me my PTSD.
No, because we all
You know what I'm
something
saying?
different. Because we all going
And
through
that's
something
what I'm
different.
saying.
We all have PTSD at the end of the day.
My point. That's all I'm saying. People are people. I don't give a fuck how famous they are.
That
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
give a fuck
I'm confused.
about what
We agree with you. People are people. We agree with you. But the famous does matter and their platform
And
matters.
that's what
I feel like that's weak though.
Man, we talking about these niggas. We talking about mental
No,
health
man.
and shit that rappers going through. We know they people. We not denying that. We agree with you 100% because you 100% right. Ain't no wrong in that statement.
So,
But we talking about they mental health. We ain't asking is they people. We ain't saying they more important than nobody else. We ain't saying they
So
less.
what I'm saying is, why is it that it's so important that since they're famous, their
Because
platform is so-
us as black men or us as black people, we watching these young black men fuck themselves, and we want to talk about it because we see it happen. Because we know these are people. These people are fucking themselves up.
No, because they're doing it based on what they hear. Okay? Yeah, these niggas are going through PTSD. They're speaking on their truth.
Right.
But these kids right now are living on a lie based on their truth.
And this is the
Good
crazy
point.
thing.
You
To add to
understand
that-
what I'm saying?
To add to
Do you
that,
understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna add to it. Think about it like this. When you go to the hood, you made a good point. Let me add to what you said.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let me add
So
to
why
it.
would I depend on the record?
Okay,
These kids,
Okay.
we're adults.
you two
We're
talk.
30
We
years old.
all are. We all.
No, we're not. There's kids out here doing this shit.
You two
Who
make
part is that? Don't they got parents?
Wait a minute. You make a
Parents aren't always here.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
I'm
I'm
about
not,
to
if I'm famous and I'm rich and I'm making some money and I'm rapping on my truth, why the fuck is
I'm about to kick both of y'all off the show. Listen, you make
Because
a
of
point,
what?
and so
Because of
do you.
what?
But listen, this is the point. Excuse me. You made a good point, and so do you. I'm gonna break it down so both of you shut the hell up. Okay, now listen. The reason why we're talking about this, I'm gonna make an example. If you go to Clark's and you see somebody out there strung out on mental health and they got a mental health problem, you laugh, you don't care. When we see a rapper, we care because they have a platform, they have an influence on everybody else. They're popular, so people care. That's the difference. You made a good point. It's still a person at Clark's, and it's still a person that is popular and has influence. There's still people and they still have problems. But we don't care. People don't care unless it's actually somebody that's important. That's the point she was making. I understand. No. That's not what I'm saying.
That we looking at it, somebody else, that somebody can't have something else wrong with them because at the end of the day, oh, I'm famous for shooting basketball, but at the end of the day, I still got problems. I'm still a person, and I still feel like
Ain't that what
but at the end of the
You're still a person, but what she's saying
That's
and what he was
awesome.
saying,
I would never.
since they have a platform,
Yeah, exactly.
people care.
I would
All right,
never.
now let me make my point.
I got one for you.
Don't never
Do
put nothing on me.
you go to the bar? Do you go to the bar? You drink, you turn up, you have
Yeah,
fun, you
yeah.
kick it. Right. Did you learn that from your parents? No, you learned it from rappers. That's our culture. That's who be showing us that shit. Nigga, I was outside younger, I was selling dope and shit when I was younger. I didn't learn that shit from my pops.
Niggas know the Jeezy lyrics, nigga.
Right.
And that's what I was bumping. I was bumping Jeezy, Gucci,
Right.
and I was out here.
Exactly.
Nigga, I ain't pop an X pill because my mom handed it to me.
Exactly.
I popped that shit on some shit I heard. Like, hey, is you rolling?
Do you
Bitch,
understand?
I might be.
Social media got me.
No, 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 no,
All this
No,
mess.
hold on. All right.
You
Let's be quiet.
understand?
Let's be quiet.
One at a time.
Because
No,
Let Cleveland finish.
No.
He was
no,
talking.
no.
Let him
I'm
finish.
Don't tell a nigga no.
No, he's making a good point.
No.
Let him talk.
You got me my shit up.
King, let him talk.
Hey, can you run that
He's
ball?
making he's making a good point. He's making a good point.
The parents gonna be there. Parents gonna raise their kid. But you gonna get influenced by other things. You can't help it. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a child. Rather you want the village there or not, you gonna get influenced by shit outside.
Exactly.
You done kicked it with your niggas and you done picked up some shit from your homies. You used to say at your parents, you didn't learn that shit from your parents. You know what I'm saying? You learn that shit outside. Just like, and you learn that shit from music. Everything you see, you picking up shit from. Shit you think is cool, you gonna pick that shit up. Most of the time, when you're a teenager, when you're a kid going through adolescence, your parents are not cool to you. You don't realize your parents cool as fuck till you grown.
Exactly.
Or you realize they pieces of shit. You know, regardless, different people got different experiences. But to say that, like, everybody, why are they listening to that? Why are they influencing that? Because that's how life is. You're going to get influenced by everything around you. You can't help it. It's called being human. We all hear that energy transference is real. And you can't, that's why, like, nowadays, I watch what I pay attention to. I make sure I'm not getting caught up in that shit. I like some of the music they be making. Do I listen to that shit a lot? No. Because I know what it's like. I know music is real. Them vibrations and shit, that's real, man. This whole plane we live on is made of vibrations.
All this shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that music, that shit real. It's a science to that shit. The way them drums kicking shit, they pitching that shit. These popular songs, that shit ain't by accident. Yep. That's a whole nother way deeper topic.
We'll talk about that maybe next.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
But I like his point.
So why did nobody talk about responsibility of making their own decisions?
We did. That was a previous podcast.
That's all.
You need to watch the podcast. I talked about it.
We already have.
I didn't watch that.
Well, you need to follow
Because
it.
everybody talking about, this, that, and the third.
So let me
Everybody
get I put these topics, so let me first explain. So
I feel like it's a whole bunch
but
of
listen, the reason why
somebody this, somebody that.
listen,
Somebody say,
listen, the reason
you
why
make your decisions, right? You make your decisions.
yes, but listen,
We all make our decisions.
the reason why we're talking about but listen, the reason why we're talking about rappers and mental health, right, is because, like you said, music is a vibration, it's a frequency. We weren't here before the first niggas decided to start making music and to, I want to say, weaponize the music industry. That happened before we were here. All right, so once we come into this shit and we listen into shit, because we're human beings, we're gonna listen to music and hear shit. True. That shit is going to affect us. We gotta accept what we came into. We didn't have the power to change that shit. So I'm questioning why we to the point now to where these niggas are all that type of music is pushed to the top and glorified, and why these niggas want to steady talk about that shit when a lot of these niggas is rich and they ain't all fucked up like that no more. So is it a mental illness they gotta figure out and work it out? So to their point, they're more so speaking to the influence aspect of it, which is like a major part that I'm trying to talk about too.
Why is nobody putting no responsibility?
But that's what I'm saying.
Decisions,
but you can't though, because we're not talking to everybody. We're just talking about a general. We talking about a general thing that's happening. We can't, like, we're not psychologists. Everybody is different. So everybody will need to be psychoanalyzed differently. That's hard. I see what you're saying, but we can't do that. So what we talking about is music, a general thing that we all hear. That's why we making it so broad in general. So with the way the music is set up now, and these niggas is wanting to make the type of music that we like, quote unquote, which is shoot 'em up, bang bang, trap. That shit is literally affecting and influencing people because that science is vibrations.
Yes.
And that shit literally puts you in the mood.
Exactly what I was saying.
As a producer, I know when I play a certain key that it's a trap melody, but I also know it's like a dark tone and it's a dark key, and it's gonna literally put your soul in like a lower place. Or I can play some higher pitch keys that's gonna make you feel a little bit more upbeat. That shit literally is real.
Now let me add to that because I understand where Spencer's coming from. Because I did speak on this. I feel where Spencer's coming from. Meaning, just because I listen to that, don't mean I have to do that. And I know what you mean because I said this on a previous podcast. I grew up in a church home. My grandfather was a pastor. I played drums. I like 8-Ball MJG, UGK, Pastor Troy, Master P, and I ain't never sold dope and did none of that shit, but I like the music. I understand that. But also, you gotta understand, this generation, we had social media growing up, but we had like Black Planet and shit. We didn't have the shit they got now. So it's a little bit more pressure on the younger generation by listening and acting out to stuff because that's all that's fed to them. Like when we were growing up, we listened to music, but we didn't have the social media and all that shit going on. Actually, you know, when we actually had activities and shit to do. We had after school programs. A lot of these kids don't have none of that shit. So all day long, they are just listening to this music and acting out. A lot of times they don't have other shit to do. And they might not have real parents in the household. So it does come from home. I agree with you. We can't put the responsibility on the rappers and shit.
No.
It comes from home, but I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah,
I get it like this.
I understand where
Like
he's coming from.
if I got famous tomorrow,
Go ahead and then
y'all know
showtime.
me, shot down. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. We hanging out right now, and I get famous tomorrow. I would really feel like this smack in the face that I'm speaking my truth and living my truth, and at the same time I'm responsible for somebody else's opinions and somebody else's decisions. That's not my responsibility.
No, it ain't.
If I don't get it, and that's the whole point that I'm
Right,
making.
yeah, right. It ain't. You're exactly right.
It's not my
It ain't.
It's freedom of
responsibility.
speech.
It's not. But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's
and-
why it's not anybody else's responsibility but your own to make your decisions. But how do people make decisions? You make decisions based off of things you learn, based on things you observe, based on things you see, you see going on. So if you constantly seeing this, the decision you make might be a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you like this is normal. Because like we getting bombarded with this shit.
But that's the whole point that I'm making. We have to make our own decisions.
Right, no,
we have to stand on our own.
What did you say 2 weeks ago?
And I agree with you.
2 weeks ago, you said we all have a choice. I agree with you.
And
2 weeks ago, he said that.
And I'm not.
I feel like
against
we're being
that.
so passive of why we could be this.
Because
I can be a drug
everybody,
addict, listen to this music.
everybody is not.
Ain't nobody
as smart as
saying
we are.
No,
Everybody's not as
think
smart
for
as we are.
Ain't like you gotta
Everybody's not as
think.
smart as we are.
Listen how far we said. Ain't nobody said, oh yeah, think for yourself and not be a drug addict. Everybody's giving consent on why.
Right,
Because,
the music like that. The music that's like that. The music that's like that.
Ain't nobody stood on that and said we could be better.
You
Ain't nobody said
Hold
that
on.
and said we could be
Look,
better.
it's music out there like that. That is not the music that they pierced.
And that's
That is
my
not the
point.
music on TV. That is not the
That's
music
my
on the radio.
whole point.
Exactly.
Why are rappers to the point that they are now, that there is no knock on them, I'm not down on them, why are they in the place where they still have to be in the mindset state to where I have to make this
Because if they switch their style up,
It's about money.
they get dropped on the label.
They're not
Nobody
shit.
gonna hear them no more.
Excuse me.
Before you know-
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end it like
Go
this.
ahead.
We're on a whole podcast. We making excuses of why we could be this and the third because we listen to music like this. We like this. Ain't nobody, nigga, tell these motherfuckers, kid, you don't have to do nothing. You don't gotta listen to this bullshit. You ain't gotta do none of this shit.
I'm
Do what
literally
you
just
do
saying,
on your own
I don't be listening to
You hear
that
me?
shit.
That's
You
not.
hear me?
That's not what we're
saying.
doing.
You making excuses though.
No, I said I make excuses that I don't listen to that.
We're on a whole public podcast. We're on a whole public podcast.
Yeah, that's
And everybody making excuses of why we're so influenced.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Please listen.
And I'm already had
I'm not
podcasts.
saying, I'm not saying it because at the end of the day, we are people.
Right.
We are, yes. But what I'm saying is for future, let's speak into existence instead of keep saying why it is like this. Let's make it to where it's better instead of talking about why it is like this. That's
Okay, you made a good point. So he was pretty much saying, let's speak
Let's make it better.
let's speak into existence as far as the message coming from music. I agree with you, but this is the issue. When I'm coming off the street, this Jewish dude give me $1 million, and he say, when you do your music, this is what you say. You don't say it, you go back to where you come
No,
from. Wait, let me finish.
They're not doing that.
Okay, but listen, yes they are. Let's wait, okay. Like he said though, the positive rap, like he said, the positive rappers that put out good music, guess who play it? Nobody. You get that to the DJ at the club, is he about to play it? Nigga, no. So
don't get no spins on it in the clip.
I fuck with J. Cole. I fuck, but the positive message, the positive message rappers do not get played. Okay, let me go DJ tonight and play some positive shit at the club. They gonna boo me the fuck out the club. Especially if there's women in there. They don't wanna hear that
Right, they're
shit.
trying to get it back in blood.
If I put on some Lauryn Hill, if I go to a 21 Over club, play some Lauryn Hill, they gonna boo me out the fucking DJ booth. Tell me I'm lying. Now, if I put on Megan Thee Stallion, won't nobody say nothing. I like Megan Thee Stallion. If I put on Queen Latifah, shit like that, positive black woman shit, you think they gonna jam to that? No, they don't.
But why are we so scared of standing up?
I'm not saying scared. I'm just giving you the truth. I'm not in that position.
If you want to go in there,
But listen, that's not what I'm saying.
Nick, you better play some.
Part of fixing the problem. Look, part of fixing the problem is understanding where the problem is at.
And that's
So
why
if we
I'm
get
talking
you to see the error of your way, if we get you to see what's happening to you, it's easier to tell you, hey, make a different decision. But we gotta bring awareness to you. And if I'm just like, hey, go do what you want to do, but you ain't even listening, you ain't even aware of the fact that something is influencing you. You said, and you're not aware of that.
The key word he just said was awareness, and he brought up mental health. That all ties in. When that light bulb goes off right there, your mental health awareness, you need to be aware of the situation, like he just said.
Just like when I say, like, I consciously make sure I limit the amount of crazy music I listen to. I did that for a reason, because I became aware of what the type of influence that music has on me. I make my own decisions. I'm responsible for me. But so I censor that. I censor myself from that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You both made good points, though. Both of y'all made good points.
So right now, all we doing is pointing out the problem.
We just saying it wrong. We all saying it wrong way.
Everybody's saying the same
Hold on.
thing.
It's not saying we're saying it the wrong way. We talked about this on a previous podcast. We're just saying it differently with the topics.
No, it's just.
But I understand where you're coming from.
It's just two different point of views.
It is.
We need content for the pod, so we discuss it. You just cut straight to the end.
Right. We trying to make a full show.
I mean, cut the show off. Everybody think for itself.
Right.
Let's get to that point.
Everybody think for themselves. All right, have a good night.
Everybody think for themselves.
But you know what? We're going to
And
do.
that's exactly what you need to do. You knew.
All right, but back to the point.
Kids need to
Okay.
think for themselves. Everybody need to think. Don't look at social media. Don't look at it.
He got off
It's fake.
subject.
It's fake.
You
You
can't
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
Okay.
Be who you are.
If you want to
Be who you are. At the end of the day, be who you are.
Stand up.
Look at these motherfuckers. They're all mental. That's the whole point. They're all mentally wrong. There's something wrong with them. So don't look at
Well,
it.
that's why the subject is mental health.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Don't look at them
Right,
as
right,
martyrs.
You talked about the rappers'
Can
mental
I, you
health.
want me to talk? Can I talk for a second? Don't look at them as martyrs, because at the end of the day, we all have problems, okay? You have to look at yourself, okay? And figure out what you need to do for yourself. That's all we're saying at the end of the day, okay? Everybody's on the same accord, okay? Everybody's on the same
Okay,
accord.
so what we're gonna do is when we do the next mental health, we're gonna bring on an actual mental health specialist to talk more in depth about mental health. But this is a good subject. Everybody made good points. Y'all made good points. Y'all made very good points. Go ahead, Cleveland.
Shit, 2 weeks ago, Crosscast, I had a mental health specialist on the show. Crosscast, y'all check that out.
We had a live mental health specialist. When we do the hit list next week, we're gonna put him on there on the hit list because y'all seen it when he came in, knocked him over, hand out pizza. But we're gonna put him on the hit list.
Is this specialist or patient?
Both. He's a specialist in
Can I say
education.
this? Can I say this?
Go ahead.
And I say this in all sincerity and everything. Mental health is not a joke. It's not nothing funny or anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is minimizing nobody with mental health. Nobody is
Not at all.
being funny or anything. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make light of the situation, make people laugh. But we will never minimize anybody. That's when you're going through it. So.
Yeah, you're right. And if you have mental health, please get checked out because it's serious. It's nothing to play with, especially in the black community. Not trying to be funny to anybody, but if seriously, if you have any type of issue, get checked out. Go talk to some. Even if you can just go talk to somebody, get checked out because mental health is serious. Okay, ladies, Cash App, money sign smash on 85. You need a personal stripper, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in action. I lost 2 pounds. I'm back. I'm stripping, slanging this thing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hit me up. Money sign smash on 85. I'm just playing. But this is the Hit Show podcast. Facebook, YouTube, all one word. Instagram, Hit Show podcast. Cleveland, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube. That's Crosscast. The channel is called Crossover the Movement. You can search Crosscast on Spotify, Apple, some other, Google, bunch of other ones. Whatever podcast app you're listening to, that shit there. Search Crosscast. About, I've been doing it for a couple months now. I got about 20 episodes, 21, something like that. Check them all out.
You do fitness too, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, shout out to fitness too.
Yeah, hey, don't let the hoodie fool you. I got motherfucking Hawking.
Okay, Tara, tell them where they can find you if they need a haircut. Tell them where they can find you.
I'm 95 South State
State.
Street. I'm 95 South State. 95 South State Street. Gainesville, Ohio. It's across the street from what's the Mexican restaurant? La Mexicana. And the liquor store, and right next to the door to the furniture store. All right, I'm Barbara. You know?
All right, if y'all want to come on the podcast, hit us up. We got the Facebook page, Hit Show Podcast. Send us a message if you would like to come on the podcast and send us what your topic's about. Also, all artists, producers, DJs, email us your music, hitshowpodcast@gmail.com. If you need some beats, you need studio time, you need your shit mix and master, you might well come here and do it all at Chef Darius Jackson on Facebook. All right, and we will see you guys next week. Appreciate you.